Alright, so here's a little video about doing screen recordings and which software you could use. And the easiest software to get started with is something called Camtasia by TechSmith. And so here's Camtasia, and it will record, great resolution. It'll record up to 4K, the new version, and it's got pretty easy editing tools. And my bandwidth apparently is not doing so great. But Camtasia is your first choice for just getting screen recording, screen capture done easily. It will use the camera on your computer and put your face in a video so you could be there, and then you could easily edit it. And you can find all that, videos about how to do that on Camtasia's website or on YouTube, or just send me a message and I'll make some videos. I haven't used Camtasia in a couple of years because older versions used to crash occasionally, which was really disappointing for me when I'd record a great video explaining, teaching something, 10, 15 minutes long, and then it's like, oh, I lost that entire video. And so I've since switched to OBS. And OBS is a little bit more involved, but I'm using OBS right here, and it's free, it's open source. So Camtasia is going to cost you $200. OBS is open source. And here with OBS, that's what I'm using right now. Just ignore the scenes area. Here in the sources area, you could come down here and add in new sources. You can see I have a video capture device. That's this up here, and I have a display capture. That's this right there. You add in new devices right here. So I might say I want a video capture device. When I bring that up, it asks me where do you want it, and then I just stack these. So I have my display, and then on top of that I have my video capture, and that's that screen right there through my laptop camera. And so I put both of those on there, display capture, video capture, and then over in settings, and I'm on a Mac, I just do these settings here. So you can see all those settings there. And then here my settings are bitrate 2500, encoder X264, audio 160. You want to make sure your recording format is MP4, and your recording quality, same as stream, so I could come in and see what my recording quality is here. Streaming services doesn't show anything about quality, but you might check that out. I know that on Windows, one of my friends adjusted that, so you could play with that if you're on Windows. Where you want your video stored, that's where it will store your video. Come into audio. Here's my sample rate, channels, stereo, 48 kilohertz, and my desktop. Do I want to record the sounds? Like if I play a video on my computer, do I want to record that from inside my computer? Or my mic, all I'm doing is my default mic there. And then video, capturing my screen size and frames per second, 2997, and that sharpening right there. So those are my settings for OBS. That's the hardest part of using OBS. And then also when you hit record, it just starts going. There's no countdown, there's no red light, except for this red light right there on the Mac that tells you, and I don't think that's there on Windows, tells you that you're recording. It's just right down here. I'm recording, and I hit stop, and I'm done. So making videos is just this easy. You get your screen recording set up, you turn it on, you start recording, and this style here with OBS, I'm not going to be able to change that window. That's okay. Right? Just for getting going, not spending money on Camtasia, doing the open source thing. In Camtasia, I could change that, make it bigger. But for just getting started, getting going, this is great. And just capture a screen, and then you're done with that video and go do the next one. Doesn't have to be a complex thing. Obviously, if you don't make a good video, if you're always stumbling over your words, you start it over. I started this video 3 times because it's late and I'm tired. And the first couple of times I said things, I was like, nah, I didn't want to start that way. It took me a second to find how I wanted to say what I wanted to say, and then I got it, and here I am, and now I'm almost done. So that's what I use for screen recording. And for editing, in Camtasia you will have editing software. Here inside OBS there's no editing software. You could just record it and be done and not edit it. You'll probably want to trim the beginning and end a little bit, and you could do that in a variety of software. I use Adobe Premiere, which is for $20 a month for students and teachers. So you can check out $20 a month Adobe Premiere, and then just hit me up if you need a short video on how to edit in Premiere. I've already got those on my YouTube channel. All right, so hope that helps, and let me know how things go. I'm super excited to mentor you as an online teacher and to help you make courses.